Fox Carolina First Alert Weather Day update.
And a good Wednesday afternoon, everyone. Sorry, I'm First Alert meteorologist Brian Bachman. Winding down on one First Alert weather day, through the worst of it in terms of rainfall today. One last little push of some light rain comes through in the next several hours, but we're already looking ahead to our next two First Alert weather days coming up for Friday and Saturday. This will mainly focus on our next wave of heavy rain that'll develop later on in the afternoon and evening on Friday, but then persist into a good chunk of our Saturday. Some isolated flooding will be possible with this next bout of some heavy rain, and then of course, especially for that first half of the weekend, making some outdoor plans pretty wet. But back to this evening's weather here, where a lot of us, especially kind of along and south of I-85 this afternoon, have settled into a break from the earlier rain. You can see back in western portions of North Carolina, from Bryson City and Franklin all the way to Asheville now, even filling back in across Oconee County and back into northeastern Georgia. One last wave of some steady but fairly light rain, probably a little more than a lot of drizzle in some places. That'll be moving through over the better part of the next 3 to 4 hours as this area of low pressure sitting pretty much directly overhead finally gets on the move and pulls to the east later this evening. Now, we'll likely have some patchy fog linger beyond the end of the rain past about 8 to 9 p.m. tonight, but at least it'll bring about an end to the actual rain itself and set us on a course where some improving weather will briefly take hold going into Thursday before we jump into those next bouts of rain on Friday and Saturday. So here it is on Future Track. Again, 5 o'clock time frame showing more or less where we're at right now. A lot of that last wave of the more steady rain settling back in over the mountains and then pivoting its way across the upstate here. I think it's going to hold together a little better than what's being indicated here. So through 7 o'clock, expect a good chunk of the upstate and the mountains to be dealing with that last push of the steadier light rain. By 11 p.m., pretty much all the rain is over and done with, but some patchy fog, or maybe as a consequence of that, a little bit of lingering drizzle could very much be in place. Some patchy fog may linger just into the start of the commute tomorrow, but then Thursday's a day of improvement. High pressure briefly takes back hold. We get the clouds to clear on out. Temperatures will warm up again. So again, one more nice day before then we look ahead to the next bout of rain. Friday morning starts off with some cloud coverage, perhaps a bit of patchy drizzle here and there, and the day will likely see some spotty showers from time to time, but the real heavy rain prompting the First Alert weather day, that's going to start sweeping in on Friday evening between about 7 and 8 o'clock, ramps up, as you can see here, becomes quite heavy during much of the overnight period going into Saturday morning, and at least through the first half of Saturday, it looks like that's the rain we're going to start the weekend with. So in the meantime, upstate for tomorrow, one nice day to get in. Mostly sunny skies, 73, before we fall back to highs in the 60s for Friday and Saturday's First Alert weather days. Periods of heavy rain eventually coming to an end late Saturday. We do have to spring forward. We lose that hour, unfortunately, going into Sunday, but at least we get the sunshine back and a high of 63. And in the mountains, similar progress. 68 for tomorrow, mostly sunny. Then our First Alert weather days for late rain Friday into Saturday. Some cooler 50s in time for the weekend and breezy, but again, at least by Sunday, we're back to some sunshine. And with all this active weather continuing, make sure you have the Fox Carolina First Alert weather app primed and ready to go on your device. I'll have updates on the forecast, and you can use the radar to track the rain right there in your app.